Hello, welcome back to Shisha Show. I am Sriya. I am 8 years old. I can show you chocolate factory. I went to live to my family. This is me. This is my big brother. I ate so many chocolates. Hershey's chocolates are the best. Hey brother, tell me to the story of chocolate factory.
Once upon a time, in a small town in Pennsylvania, there was a boy named Milton Hershey. He didn't grow up rich. In fact, life was often difficult for his family. Milton didn't enjoy school very much, but he loved learning how to make candy. As a young man, Milton dreamed of owning his own candy business. He worked hard and opened up his first candy shop. But something unexpected happened. It failed. Most people would have given up, but not Milton. He tried again in another city. It failed again. Then he tried one more time. Another failure. Three businesses had failed, and many people thought he would never succeed.
He fell 3 times? Isn't he scared?
Of course he was. Big dreams often come with big risks. But Milton believed that believing in his dream was worth more than staying comfortable.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, brother.
Instead of quitting, he kept learning. Milton decided to make a caramel company. His caramel company was doing very well. People all across America loved his caramel. Stores kept ordering more and more candy, and his business was growing every year. Milton had become rich. Most people would have been happy to stay exactly where they were, but Milton couldn't stop thinking about something else. Chocolate. One day, Milton visited the World's Fair in Chicago. The fair was full of amazing inventions from across the world. As he walked through the exhibits, he noticed a large group of machines from Germany. These machines could turn cocoa beans into smooth, creamy chocolate. Milton watched them for a long time. He asked questions. He tasted the chocolate they made. Right then, he had an idea that would change his life. What if everyone could enjoy chocolate? At that time, chocolate was expensive. Many families could only buy it once in a while. Milton wanted to make chocolate that tasted great, but was also affordable. He wanted children to smile when they opened a chocolate bar. He wanted families to enjoy it together. The idea stayed in his mind day and night. The more he thought about it, the more he believed this was the future. But there was one big problem. Building a chocolate factory would cost a lot of money. The only way to get enough money was to sell the caramel company that he had spent years building. Milton had worked so hard to make his caramel business successful. He had failed before, he had struggled, and now, after finally reaching success, he was thinking about starting all over again. Many people thought it was a terrible idea. Some told him, keep making caramel, it's already working. Others thought chocolate was too risky. But Milton believed that sometimes the biggest dreams require the biggest choices. So he made his decision. He sold his caramel company and used the money to build a brand new chocolate factory in Pennsylvania. He picked a place surrounded by dairy farms because fresh milk was one of the most important ingredients in milk chocolate. Soon, workers began building the factory. Day by day, the building became taller. Machines were brought in. Everything was ready. But building the factory was only the beginning. Now Milton had to create the perfect chocolate. It wasn't easy. The first recipes weren't quite right. Some chocolate was too hard. Some didn't have the smooth taste he wanted. Some batches had to be thrown away. But Milton never gave up, not even for a second. He remembered all the lessons he had learned from his earlier failures. Every mistake helped him improve. Every new try brought him one step closer to success. After many months of testing, changing recipes, and trying again, Milton finally created the chocolate he had dreamed about. It was smooth, it was creamy, it was delicious. And best of all, families could afford to buy it. People loved it. Children smiled when they tasted it. Parents bought it as a special treat. Soon, Hershey's milk chocolate bars were being sold in stores across America. The factory became busier every year. More workers were hired, more chocolate was made. Milton's dream had become a reality. But Milton believed that success meant more than selling chocolate. He cared about the people who worked in his factory. Instead of building only a factory, he helped build a whole town. There were houses where families could live. There were schools where children could learn. There were parks where people could play. There were places to shop, churches, and even fun places for families to spend time together. Milton wanted his workers to have happy lives, not just good jobs. The town became known as Hershey, Pennsylvania. Even today, many people call it the sweetest place on earth. But Milton wasn't finished helping others. He and his wife Catherine never had any children of their own. They wanted to make a difference in the lives of children who needed help. So they started a school for boys who had lost their parents or came from families that were having a hard time. They wanted every child to have a safe home, a good education, and the chance to build a bright future. Milton gave much of his money to support the school so it could continue helping children for many years. That school is still helping children today. When people think about Milton Hershey, they often think about chocolate. But his greatest gift wasn't only the chocolate he made, it was the kindness he showed, it was the choices he gave to others, and it was the lesson he left behind. Milton Hershey's story teaches us that success doesn't happen overnight. You may fail, you may make mistakes, you may have days when nothing seems to go your way. But if you keep learning, if you keep working hard, and if you never stop believing in your dreams, amazing things can happen. The next time you see a Hershey's chocolate bar, remember that it was started with one man who refused to give up, a man who believed in a dream, a man who turned failure into success, and a man who made the world just a little bit sweeter.
So, what can we learn from Milton Hershey?
Learn from mistakes and dream big. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.